And very well Panamanians. Panamanians, yes. Now I can be expressive not only in Spanish or in English too. I love travel, and I have the opportunity to travel in different countries, but I always have the limitation of a barrier with the language, with the
So, hello everybody. I'm here with my student,
Olaide Benitez.
and we're talking a little bit about his experience with improving his conversation skills and his experience with English overall. So, Olaide, my first question for you is, what motivated you? What motivated you to start taking English conversation classes? What was your purpose?
Well, English is part of my life, my whole life, But I have never taken a course, and I remember during the pandemic, because we have a lot of free time, I thought like, okay, I have to improve my English because I know a lot of things, but I have to order in my ideas, and learn how to control myself speaking in English. So this is the first thing that motivated me. But the second thing was because I really like tourism. And as you know, English is a big thing in tourism, and I love travel, and I have the opportunity to travel in different countries, but I always have the limitation of a barrier with the language, with the conversation. Maybe I couldn't express myself as I wanted, and this is one of things that motivated me to take these classes. And during the pandemic, I was looking for a course or club to people who can help me to improve. And I found you on Instagram, and I
Social
found
media, right?
your Instagram page,
Yeah.
and I subscribed on the speaking club.
Right.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually started a speaking club during the pandemic, also because of that, trying to have like more, give people time to practice. So that's right. So you joined the speaking club the first time during the pandemic, right?
Yes.
And then after that, you joined like once or twice, and that's it. I didn't. Well, you started following the Instagram account, but I didn't see you anymore. You know. But then last year, you really took it like seriously, and you're like, hey, let's do this, right? You contacted me and you did the interview and all that. So, what were the areas? You told me first that you had a hard time like organizing your ideas, putting your ideas in order, controlling yourself to express yourself, to be clear. That's one thing. What are other things that you wanted to improve in your conversation in English?
Well, maybe something that is really important when you start to practicing or learning English is about the vocabulary. Maybe it's one limitation that you have, because vocabulary, maybe you know some words, and you know how pronunciate that word correctly, but practicing and take it to the real life is the hard part, because maybe I have my mom that she can speak English, but maybe we are used to speak only in Spanish at home, and it's weird when we trying to start speak with I don't know. It's my experience.
Right.
Maybe it was weird starting to speak with her, because but lack of habit, the lack of habit,
Right, right.
and I thought, okay, I really need a motivation. What best motivation have a really person who um, teach the language, and I have to be honest, and I try to contact you before, but you know, but sometimes you think that the money is the most important thing, and you try to save your money to buy a shirt or to buy something. And I thought, okay, I have to invest my money correctly. And one thing that I thought is I have to invest my money in a course, but that's why I contact you the last year.
And I was impressed at the beginning because usually I have like payment plans, usually like three installments, but you have money saved. So you had this plan in your head and you're like, can I pay you more from the beginning? I was like, yeah, sure, you can do that. So that tells me how determined you are when you have a goal. And I really admire that from you. And so this is my next question. You and I know a lot of people. We know a lot of people that want to improve their English. They know that it will give them more opportunities for professional opportunities and so, but maybe they don't have the determination and this hunger to take action, which you do have. What would you recommend somebody who has been like on the fence, like trying to like wishing but not doing? What would you recommend this person, these people? I'm sorry.
Okay, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to or have the hungry to improve your English, the hungry to get better life, and get better opportunities to help people too, because in the case in Panama, we live in a country with a lot of tourism and a lot of tourists. I'm sorry, and maybe you can help somebody with the language. And another thing that I think is really important is because learning a language helps you to understand yourself too, because you notice that you have the capacity and you are able to learn different language that you had. So I think this is a big thing that you can put it in your goals, because it's really important speak English for for many reasons. But the one is the satisfaction that you can have, because you realize that you can do that, you can speak another language. So I think this is the best thing that I can recover of my experience.
So okay, my other question is, so I remember the first time I interviewed you, you had this situation where you had the ideas in your head, but you couldn't put them together like you're doing now. Like you couldn't talk for so long, organized, like paused. So that's one thing that I feel improved. What are other things that you feel that during this 6 months of classes you improved with the course?
Well, one thing that I really think I improve is my schedules. Yes, my time management too, because having different activities to do, I take the enough time to study too, and do the assignment. Even sometimes I didn't do that well. Yeah, but it, that's helped me a lot. That's helped me a lot, and I am an expressive person. But now I can be expressive not only in Spanish or in English too. But
So you feel you have like more confidence to do it?
yes, I had many opportunities to putting in practice my English, and I did it, and I did it. And in fact, I have the opportunity to talk with native speaker English, and I know that I did really well, and I represent very well Panamanians. Panamanians, yes, and I have never thought that I can get this level of speak English, and o- of course you have to put in to put off your part and doing all of you can, and you can achieve every goal that you want and you have.
That's right. So one thing that like I said at the beginning, that I admire from you is your determination, right? And how much like focus you put into practicing. I remember when we started, we used to do like probably one or two chats in Spanish, but then after that, you started sending me chats and audios only in English, and also you started to involve like your family, your uncle, your mom into your practice. Like you really got the immersion in full. Tell me a little bit about that. That immersion that you also created for yourself. How positive was that for your professional part too? Because you work in tourism.
Yes. Well, if you want to reach some goal, you have to have in your mind what do you want to really do, because we always have goals, we always have some idea that we something that we want to do, but if you don't take action and maybe I don't know, regañar yourself.
Right, right.
Yeah, be not tough with yourself, but
Strict.
yes, and strict with yourself. And I have to be honest. Maybe sometimes it's going to be hard because it's something new.
Right.
But if you really want to reach this goal, you you have to put all of your effort, and that's why in your life you're gonna have different challenges, and if you want to superar this challenge,
Right.
yeah, you have to be determined,
Right.
as you
Right.
tell me. And yeah, maybe you can say, as you told me at the beginning, maybe my confidence was not the best,
Right.
but now I can tell you can see we were talking about we were
Yeah,
talking
it was pretty
about
good.
maybe 12 minutes.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah. And
lot.
people are watching us.
People watching us
Yeah.
and listen us, and I don't care because I know what I saying,
Yeah. Right.
and what I want to say. So this is the most important part of the life, is being determined with your goals,
Right.
because it's your life. If you love yourself, you gonna do whatever with yourself, whatever is going good,
Right. Right.
don't do bad thing with your body.
Right. Right. So okay, so the process has been you sign up for the class, right? You had a goal in mind. You have your own company of transportation and tourism, and you deal with tourists. You started having like more. You started like to dare to talk to the tourist, your transportation, and also to get like additional business because of English. But now you have an interview coming up next week, which is possibly going to be in English, right? So tell me about that.
Yes, well, so I remember that few years ago, I was in an interview for this company